Hello, welcome to Health Talk. I'm Dr. Manny. Wellness is on trend this year, with festivals fronted by the biggest Instagram fitness stars and personalized health regimens making headlines. It's going to be an exciting year in health news. Lucy Green is joining me now. She's a trend forecaster and author for JWT Innovations. She got a whole list of trends for us. You predict the future in some ways when it comes to trend. What's the methodology? How do you figure out the trends?
Right, so there's a whole load of fads and there are a whole load of trends. And the question we always ask ourselves is, what do we see in the lives of consumers and how that's changing and what's important to them? And if it seems to be part of something that's more important and more substantial on that front, then it's pretty certain that that trend is going to evolve and become more substantial. But I have a team of data analysts, I have a team of anthropologists and trend forecasters.
Oh, wow.
We also consult experts, academics and industry leaders to consult on this stuff too.
So is it fair to say that it's based in a little bit of science, a little bit of what the public needs, and then also what's trending, I guess, in social media and online and the media? All right. So let's now, this is like the Academy Awards for me. Let's look through 2017. One trend that you have is hyper-personalized health. What is that?
Right, so we're seeing this move, which started off with, I guess, self-quantification to a real hyper-extension of that. Consumers started off using DNA tests at home to understand, first of all, their ancestry and now their health. So 23andMe allows a DNA test to do that. But that's now moved into the area of blood, which previously we would have only seen in sort of being done in a clinic. But you're seeing these at-home tests by WellnessFX and Inside Tracker, allowing consumers to understand their cholesterol levels, their vitamin levels, their blood sugar levels, and create health regimen based on that stuff in a very personalized way.
A lot of that stuff, you know, that has a lot of commercial value in telling people, oh, your DNA shows that you shouldn't be drinking coffee, not necessarily is going to translate into change in better health care, I don't think. In the short term, because the science is very primitive at best.
Right, and this is all just an extension of what can be done on a sort of analog basis anyway, but it's empowering consumers to take more of the control and get more understanding of their health.
All right. The other thing that's trending, of course, is fitness festivals, things of this sort. Why is that the trend in 2017?
Right, so you highlighted this earlier on. We're seeing wellness and health becoming nothing short of its own sort of economy. So all these different lifestyle segments, which traditionally sat outside of health, are now trying to attach themselves to health in some way. So at CES, we saw well-being vehicles. We've seen well-being real estate. And so the festival, the music festival, which was normally about sort of sex, drugs and rock and roll, is now becoming a venue for sports and yoga. So
how boring.
I know. Well, the endorphins are supposed to replace all the hedonism, I think.
How boring. Give me sex, rock and roll at any time. Marijuana. Big topic in the U.S. A lot of states have legalized it for recreational use. Yeah. Where do you see the topic of marijuana entering the trends in 2017?
Right, it's a really interesting subject. So we've really seen, as it's become normalized and legalized in a number of states, you know, marijuana used to be associated with, I guess, college dorms or hippie baby boomers. And it's now being rebranded for a broader audience. You're seeing new brands positioning it as almost like a luxury product. There's the Beverly Hills Cannabis Society now, but also moving into well-being territory and marketed towards women with premium products. So Whoopi Goldberg has actually launched a line of medicinal marijuana products that are not only supposed to relax your muscles, but incorporate botanicals. There's bath soaks that are supposed to be good for helping with menstrual cramps, but also just having a relaxing evening.
All right. Okay. All right. So marijuana is going to be one of those things that's it's going to grow, and I predict that. And from that, another thing that I know you mentioned is topias, health topias, communities, right, based on being all healthy.
Right.
What is that?
Well, so an extension, really, you've already seen hotels marketing themselves as wellness hotels. Equinox has a line of hotels, and now that's becoming almost 360. So you see developments in Florida, like Lake Nona, which is a wellness real estate development where not only are there Tai Chi and yoga and wellness facilities, there's also a lab on site where people can take part with medical trials. But also receive regular medical treatment. So wellness really becoming the North Star for the way people live in multiple different ways.
Tell you, a lot of money in health. Let's see what happens with all these dollars, because I think that, it's a huge business. I just hope that it changes the needle when it comes to making people healthier and not people rich. It's a big thing. All right, last thing I want to talk to you about, a lot of technology, wearable devices. I see them all the time. I get the junk mail on my emails pushing for different devices to this and that. Where is that going? I think they did it. Are we at the top of that business cycle, or are you going to see more wearable devices that are going to be more exciting?
We're at a really interesting point with that. I really agree. So first of all, the expectation, I guess introducing the idea of a wearable and a habit for people was one thing, but now people are expecting more from it. So it's not just enough to record steps. They're using products like Under Armour's collaboration with IBM, which not only tracks your activity, but gives you, on a cognitive basis, as you get better, recommended personalized health regimes, but also stuff connected to a bigger ecosystem. So you have things like Omada Health, which is a preventative ecosystem of wearables and health experts that help people modify their lifestyle to prevent diabetes, for example. So I think it's all just going to continue, but be connected to more sophisticated ecosystems.
You are the predictor. You come up with these things, and they always hold up true. So thank you for doing this.
Thanks so much for having me.
So where can people get more information?
Right, so the health trends are actually just part of one big report. We have 100 trends. It's called the Future 100.
Okay.
So it's available on jwtintelligence.com. So
right.
take a look.
Thank you.
Thanks
Everybody,
so much.
log on and learn more about these trends, and maybe you're part of it already. Thank you. And if you have any health questions, tweet me at Dr. Manny on Fox. Until next time, I'm Dr. Manny.